Good morning. How's everybody today?
Good morning.
Bless you. Good morning, Nancy. How are you?
Good morning.
Can you hear me okay? Did you grab a cup of tea? So this is what I'm drinking. It's my Fire King D-handled mug. I collect these. And this is the D handle, right? From the 50s, 60s. These are really popular. Really love these because they're nice and fun and colorful. What are you drinking this morning? Oh, thank you, Nancy. That's very kind of you. Very, very kind of you. I thought I would show you a few things that I am Fresca. No caffeine, first thing in the morning. Wow. Well, it's Toronto time there, so you are a few hours ahead, right? 3 hours ahead. So, you're allowed. I'll show you a couple of things that I'm about to list on my Etsy store, just to kind of get us started. I've got this beautiful set of China tea cups and plates. Show you that. So this is the Paragon is the brand name, and I'll show you the stamp on there. So it's Paragon, and it's Holly Rod is the pattern name. Really pretty. So red and gold. And quite a bit of texture to the pattern itself. It's got some lines in it as well. I have the cup and the saucer, and I've also got a set of some plates as well, some little side plates. So that would be really pretty for Christmas time. And I've also got, I'm going to also be listing another cup and saucer because I love tea. I'm a big tea fan. I'm drinking this morning. I'm drinking my English breakfast tea. But this is another set that I'm going to be listing soon on Etsy. It's a very pretty set. You can see that it's got the cross stitch, right? It's called a cross stitch pattern. It's made by Johnson Brothers, Johnson Brothers England. I'll show you the back stamp there. But it's really, really pretty. You can see the stitching there. Yeah, the Paragon set's really cool. But this one, I think I've got a set of 6 of these. So that'll be going up on Etsy real quick. Yeah. Have you been out to any vintage stores lately, anybody? There's some great stuff to be had right now. I think a lot of people are cleaning out their homes and putting all of their sort of extras into and donating them into into all the vintage stores. So we're really seeing, I'm really noticing quite a surge of great stuff available. So I hope you others are finding the same thing, that you're out picking and finding really great stuff. One of the other things that I was going to do this morning, besides just chatting, the Paragon set, you want to see higher. Okay, sorry. Paragon set, a little bit higher. Let me try again. So there is the Paragon set. So it's got a red, quite a burgundy rim on it, and a gold pattern as well. The gold on it, so you can see the, I'm trying to go real close here so you can see the detail there in that pattern. It's really quite pretty. Very elegant. And I think it would be fabulous on a Christmas table. So I'll show you a few things that I'm going to be putting in my October the 6th sale. I am going to have a few things that are Halloween inspired because of the timing. So October 6th, you definitely should be getting it in time for Halloween displays. I ship from Canada, from BC, so the West Coast. And so when I do my live sale, I'll be explaining sort of how Canadian shipping works. But I ship to both Canada and the US. And some of the items that I'll be showing you are going to be what we call the slot of doom. So in Canada, we have the ability to send things that are certain thickness. So I'll show you something that I think will fit in the slot of doom. So this is a black cat. So that it's the right thickness. So it's the black cat. What is it? Oops, I've got it upside down. Would help if it was right side up. So this is a black cat cigarette tin. It's in great, fantastic shape. You can see it's even got the seal still, almost intact. And when I open it up, you can still see that there's remnants of the paper inside, the cigarette paper. Now, because this is thin, I believe it's going to fit in the slot of doom, which means that I can ship it to Canada and the US for really reasonable, under $5 US to ship this. So that's another thing to keep in mind when you come to my sale. If I have things that are the slot of doom, I'll give you shipping quotes, and they'll be quite a bit cheaper than sending something that's big and heavy. So I thought this would be fun for a Halloween display, right? With maybe other items that are sort of Halloween inspired, but Black Cat is quite fun. Then the other thing that I've got here for Halloween is this black vase, black glass vase. It is Art Deco inspired. In the 80s, there was sort of a Art Deco revival, I would call it. And so this is, I'm guessing this is from the 80s. It does have a purpley hue. If you hold it up to the light, you do see the purple. So it's that purple or the black glass that has that amber amethyst sort of look to it. Really cool. So that would be great in a vintage display with maybe some orange flowers or other things to make it pop. I have another black vase too that I'm going to be having that will be at the sale as well. And this one is quite large. It's quite tall. I'll show you the opening there. It's quite large. I mean, I put it next to my head, you can see how big it is. So it would be really great for a Halloween display where you want some height, and really when you're doing a display, right, it's best to have things of varying heights so that it really balances out the look, right? So something tall like that can be really powerful in a display. I've also got some rainbow glass. This is really neat. Look at this. So this is a decanter, and it's in great shape. Look at the condition of this stopper. I mean, fantastic, right? Really, really good. And the bottle's in fabulous shape as well. You can see it's been pinched or indented. The pontile, the bottom, it's a bit of a rough pontile. Yeah, really great. I think, and again, if I look at size-wise or how tall it is, I'm thinking it's good. It's at least, 10 inches or so. I've got a ruler here. Bear with me and I'll grab my ruler. It is, just under 12 inches. It's probably about 11 and a half inches, something like that tall. So really, really great. Be lovely as part of a Christmas display, right? Because it's got that kind of rich olivey green, but it's a leaf or olive green, I would say. So it would be really great to use in a Christmas display. And do we have any Mad Men enthusiasts in the house? Anybody that likes Mad Men? I've got a really neat set of brandy snifters. So these are that ombre fade, silver fade brandy snifters. And again, these would be fantastic for Christmas, New Year's. I've got a set of 5 of those that'll be in the sale. And they would be really neat for blueberry tea, if you've ever had blueberry tea or make blueberry teas, and other kind of cocktails that are Christmas, eggnog cocktails. Anything with eggnog would be really great in these as well. So fun set for Christmas. And then the other thing that I've got to sell at the sale is a Victorian milk glass vase. Look at this. It's quite amazing. Really interesting detail in this. I'm amazed that the paint, the cold paint right around the rim here, I'm amazed that it is still in great shape. Look at how intense the color is. Really intense. So this is a Victorian hand vase. Really, really neat shape. No chips, no cracks. Everything's in really, really great shape, except, of course, a bit of the gold has rubbed off on the cold painting on the bottom, but that's to be expected. I think most people who buy Victorian milk glass understand that, the cold painting didn't stay on as well as it could have. But again, that really bright, so it's orange and blue and brown in the cold painting in the top part. Well, that's really cool. That again, I think this would also look really neat in a Halloween display because there is the orange in it, but it's also a bit on the creepy side, right? I mean, I don't know about you, but these hand vases are kind of creepy. So I think they would look great in a Halloween display. Tea break. Cheers. Anybody else having a cup of tea? Hi, Mindy. Great. Thanks for coming. So what else do I have to sell in the live sale? Well, besides vintage glass and china, I thought I would branch out a little bit. So I will have some linens available. And I've got these two very, very pretty heart-shaped doilies, I guess you'd call them, for your dresser doilies. Really pretty, hand stitched. I can show you on the back. You can see that it's been hand stitched. And there's a set of two of these. So really great for a vintage dresser, right? And then to go with this, I've also got a large crocheted cotton doily as well. That's in somebody told me it's the pineapple, or this faded, this variegated crochet cotton. So it's kind of intense oranges in some spots, and then it fades to a lighter orange as well. So again, this one would be good on a vintage side table, something like that with display. Again, really neat for the fall or for Halloween to use use doilies like this in the display. I'm also going to do a contest. I'm not going to tell you what the contest will be on October the 6th, but the prize will be a free item that's shipped to you free. And here's one of the possible prizes. Whoever wins, I'm going to sort of see what they like to make sure that the prize is something that they maybe collect or would like. But here's one option. This makes me think of Thrift You. If you haven't followed Thrift You, the channel Thrift You, it's really, really fun. They're crazy, but they are a lot of fun to watch. And what Sarah would be doing right now, if this was on her channel, is she would be putting fake succulents or grasses in there, flowers. So this is a nod to Thrift You. So that's a possible prize if you're a planter collector. That's going to be available as part of as a possible prize for the game that I want to play on October the 6th. I've also got a cream and sugar. So this is the cream and sugar that I've got. It's the Trillium pattern. I'll show you that there. So the Trillium pattern. It's in great shape. No chips, no cracks. There's the back stamp. So it's a cream and a sugar. Sugar could use a little bit of cleaning there. Cream and a sugar. So let me make sure the back stamp was up the right way. So it's Royal Albert pattern. So really pretty, great for mix and match teacups and saucers. If you do that, which I always do, sometimes I drink out of mugs, sometimes I drink out of china teacups. Great. And see, what else have I got? Well, the other thing that I'm going to experiment with to see if you guys like this, if you want to purchase something like this, but Lego. I adore Lego. And right now with COVID, it's really challenging for teenagers or even younger adults to find things to kind of inspire them, keep them active. So what I thought I would do is I'm buying vintage, it's not necessarily vintage Lego. It could be newer Lego, but buying Lego when I find it and packaging it into these little bags of just a small amount of Lego, but unusual, not your standard Lego. So it wouldn't be pieces that, you'd see every day. So not the standard bricks. So for example, in this packet, there's this rectangular piece and then a circular piece with a hole in the middle. And if a child wants to create some kind of a COVID store or something like that, I've got, clear windows. They could make them like you know, the clear shields that are now being, you know, you see all over the place now with COVID in stores and so on. In this one, there's a couple of clear, but color clear bricks as well. So just an assortment, right, of different bricks. And putting them into like little baggies like this. And what I thought I would do is sell them in a set of 3 and call them, oops, too low, okay, can't see the bottom. Thank you, Mindy. Still getting used to how to show this on screen. So what I was thinking with this is that it is, I'm going to call them creativity packs. And so thinking that I'd sell them in groups of 3 and that you could purchase them and mail them to the person in your life that, or give them to the person in your life that does Lego, just to inspire them to do something creative with Lego. So I'll show you a couple more of the packs. So here's one that's all red, but it's all red, right? Quite unusual pieces. Again, let me open this up and show you some because it's hard to see, I think, in the bag. But, you know, shapes like this. I mean, that's kind of different. What else is in here? Oh, a hinge. Piece that's a hinge. What else? This kind of a piece. So different, right? This one spins inside that gray circle spins inside. What else is in here? Oh, this is different too. Look at this brick. It's got sort of ridges on it, almost like a grill. So again, I've got, I think it's 12 or 15 of these bags, and I thought I would sell them in lots of 3. So let me know what you think of that. Let me know if you think that this is something that, you know, would sell well and that you would like to purchase for somebody in your life that likes Lego. And if so, then I get to buy more Lego and I get to sort it. And I'm weird. I love to sort. I love sorting buttons. I love sorting Lego and anything like that. So give me an opportunity to sort. I've also got some absolutely amazing vintage Pyrex to share in the sale. I'm going to try to have at least one piece of rare Pyrex in each of the sales that I do because I know how much people love it and I love it too. So here's one of the pieces that's on the rare side. It's the blue ribbon Pyrex bowl. So it's clear with the blue ribbon pattern. And this is the 325, Pyrex 325 size, or the 2.5 liter size. So it's a good size. Now, I absolutely love this pattern with the red-handled vintage kitchenware, right? So those, you know how you can get rolling pins with the red handles, you can get mixers and things like that with the red handles. This blue ribbon pattern looks amazing in a display with the red handled vintage kitchenware, kitchen tools. It's got some scratches, so it's not in pristine condition, but again, for the age, it's in pretty good shape. And then I've got a piece of rare Pyrex that actually surprised me. I had no idea how rare this was and how valuable it was when I picked it. And it wasn't until after I researched it that what was too low that you couldn't see the bottom? Sorry. There's a bit of a lag here, so I can't see when you do. What was too low? Pyrex bowl. Okay, well, I'm going to show you this other piece of Pyrex that's really rare, but it's a newer Pyrex. So it's this piece, this pie plate. So this is the Peacock, Pyrex Peacock. So it's this beautiful turquoise, and it's got the basket weave pattern. So this is the basket weave pattern. It's kind of a frosted effect, quite a bit of texture to it. Beautiful, beautiful pie plate. Really gorgeous. And again, you know, pretty, what is it, the 8-inch or 9-inch size? So I'll just measure that. It is, oh no, 10 inches. Just shy of 10 inches. So really good, nice pie plate. Be beautiful for Thanksgiving, especially if you like turquoise Pyrex. So yeah, so that I've got a piece of this. I've also got a piece of this Peacock Pyrex for the sale with Trusty Huckster on October the 29th. So Trusty is doing a 4-way sale, and I'm going to be one of the sellers in that 4-way sale. And so I have a mixing bowl in the Pyrex Peacock too. It's really, really valuable. Like they did it was a short run. Even though it's newer Pyrex, they did it as kind of, I think, a special run. And so it's hard to find. Like this pie plate, for example, would list on Etsy for $85 US. So they are quite valuable. So you'll be getting a really good screaming deal on my live sale. So if you collect Pyrex and you know somebody that does and needs a gift, there you go. You've got something really special for them. So I hope you'll come to the sale and and check it out and yeah, so you can get some really good Pyrex. The other thing that I'm known for on Etsy, because I've been a seller on Etsy since 2011. Great teaser. Thanks, Min. I'm glad you feel teased. That's the point. One of the things that I'm really known for, in my Etsy store on that's Vintageous as well on Etsy, is mixed place settings. So mix and match place settings. So what I do is I collect up pieces of. Let's see if I can try to show you here without it crashing to the floor. So this is going to be a sort of a pink and black inspired set. So it starts off with a mug. Usually it's either a cup and saucer or a mug. So this one is Mrs. Tiggy Winkle. And it's Beatrix Potter. It's a really neat little bone china. Let me show you the bottom of it. So this is the bone china teacup from 2004, Miss Tiggy Winkle. And so I'm pairing that with this restaurant ware, and I'm afraid the back stamp on this is too faint to read, but this restaurant ware little nappy. So that looks really cute with it. And then this tumbler that's got a snowflake design on it. And then another piece of restaurant ware. This one is Armalite Russell Heath, and it's got a date stamp of 1972. I'll show you that. So I don't know if you know this, but if you aren't familiar with restaurant ware, but where the date stamp is, so you notice here at the bottom that it says 9-7-72. What that means is that's the year, the month and the year that this plate was produced. And the reason they date stamped it was because they didn't want restaurant ware to be in circulation, I think, for a long time. But what it does for us that, collect it, which I do, I love restaurant ware. It shows us, when it was manufactured. And a lot of the stuff that I try to collect and sell and pass on to you is really almost new, new condition. Like this one there's no scratches. It's in great shape. It's, I don't think, ever been used, but it really pairs nicely. Look at how well it looks with the other little dish and the bowl and the Miss Tiki Winkle cup. And then I've got a big dinner plate too to go with this set. So this is the dinner plate to go with it. So it's Bilton's, Staffordshire, England. So it's a piece of stoneware. I'll show you the back stamp on that. Make sure I've got it the right way. So that's the back stamp on that. Yeah, and it's a really neat pattern. Look at the detail in that pattern. So it's pink and black. So again, this whole set will be available in the live sale. Yeah. So that's kind of fun. What, I envisioned when I started creating these mix and match sets is that people would maybe purchase 2 or 3 or 4 of them, set the table that way, and then let guests choose which place setting they want to sit at. And I know I've had a number of customers that have done that, and it's really fun, right? It means that customers can, or their guests can kind of have a fun time choosing which place they want to sit at. So that's, I think, pretty much all I wanted to show you today. I'm just looking around to see. Oh no, I had couple of other things before we end the chat today. I have some patterns, some really neat patterns. I absolutely adore old patterns, old sewing patterns. So I have a couple of those to show you, and will be part of the live sale. So this is a McCall's wiggle dress. It's pattern number 5467, and it is size 16, bust 36. It's from 1960. Yeah, I knew you'd like this, Mindy. I knew you'd like this. Isn't that cool? It's in pretty good shape. There's some tears in the envelope, but it still would be a fabulous display piece if not, if you don't want to sew the dress. And then I have another 1960s pattern. This one is for children's robes, children's dressing gowns. Again, so this one is Simplicity, size 8, girl size 8. Pattern number 3244. So I'll have those. And the nice thing about vintage patterns from Canada, some shipping from Canada, is these will definitely fit in the slot of doom. So the shipping on these will be really, really cheap. So that'll be great. And then I was watching Trusty Huckster Mercantile. So that's Patrick. He has a great channel. Again, if you haven't checked him out, I'd highly recommend you go and subscribe to his channel and check it out. But one of the things that Patrick does is these deep dives, and he does deep dives on all sorts of topics, really interesting topics. One of the deep dives that he's done fairly recently was with a Moss Stone Story, and Moss Stone Story is a little golden books collector, and so there's a really fascinating really fascinating deep dive on little golden books and how to collect little golden books. And so she turned me on to this, and I've been now out picking, looking for some good little golden books. And so I've got 3 of them for the live sale on October the 6th. This is the first one. It's the oldest one I found. And it has the price tag in the corner, so you know that it's one of the older books, you know, I think it's pre-1980. Somebody knows in the chat, let me know. Pre-1980. And this one is the taxi that hurried. It's in a little bit of rough shape. There's a little bit of the corner here, but it could be glued. It could be glued down. I just haven't done that because I'm leaving that to the buyer. But this one originally was 39 cents. It was published, well, copyright is 1946. And then this is the 17th printing in 1972. One other condition issue is some little person decided to color on the front, in the front page, but that's the only place that there's damage. But look at these graphics. I mean, are they not fun? Mindy, you're going to love these, right? Look at the graphics here. Really fun. Show you another one. Other page. Oops. Really fun graphics on this. Yeah. This is great, right? Really colorful, would look really cute in a display. Right? So they're really fun. And again, the nice thing about golden books is they would fit the slot of doom. So they would definitely ship really cheaply. And then I've got Bambi. So a Disney one. And this one, Miss Bambi, is from 1975. And this is the 3rd printing, 1976. In great shape, no drawing, no tears, no roughness to the binding. And again, these wonderful, wonderful graphics. Really fun graphics. I noticed that a lot of people use these for junk journaling as well, but it's kind of a shame to me to cut up these books, but they are really popular for junk journaling as well. So that's Bambi. And then the last one is Donald Duck. I've got a Donald Duck one. And this one is Donald Duck Instant Millionaire, 1978, copyright. This might be a first edition because I do not see a publishing date on, or other than the copyright on this one. So this one, Donald Duck, Instant Millionaire, and here's some of the graphics here. Again, really fun graphics on this. Really fun. So those 3 books will be available at the live sale. And I will, oh, Mindy, you do love them. I knew you would. This is your cup of tea, right? Kids books. And you've got some absolutely amazing vintage kids books. Maybe I'll convince you at some point to come on my channel and show the rest of my audience your wonderful books that you have. Well, thank you, everybody. I think that's a wrap. I've pretty much shown you everything that's going to be in the live sale. There might be a few other surprises. Oh, no, wait. I almost forgot. I got some really lovely jewelry to show you. So the other thing that I'm going to have in the live sale, look at this brooch. Look. Rhinestone lovers. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's got its matching set of clip-on earrings as well. So a set of clip-on earrings to go with it. Really, this camera is just not doing this justice. These are really intense turquoise stones. Then it's a bit lighter in the center. Even the stem, can you see how the stem has little tiny rhinestones? Just stunning, just stunning. And I love wearing rhinestone brooches on black, right? Because it really shows up on black. They're really fun to wear. Isn't that fantastic? Isn't it? I know. I was really excited when I found that. Have a look at the back too. It's really, really well constructed. I paid up for this. I paid quite a bit for this, but well worth it to have a fun thing for the sale. And then I also have, and I'm not sure of the maker. It's not stamped at all, but it's definitely one of the better makers. And then here is the other necklace that I have for sale as well. So this is going to be really neat too. It's got this really heavy chain. I'm pretty sure it's silver plated. I'm going to test it with a little bit of silver polish just to make sure, but it to me looks silver plated. But it has pearls, oval shaped pearl cabochons and rhinestones as well. So it would be a choker size. I'll do the measurements on this one here, but I'm guessing that it's going to be about, let's see, yeah, 20 inches. So 20 inches, so it would sit like a choker. Really pretty though. Really simple, but really pretty. Hair barrette. Oh yeah, that's interesting, Nance. That's a great idea. Really good way to use that. Yeah. Well, if you're talking about the rhinestone brooch, this leaf rhinestone brooch, it would make an awesome barrette. But it also, you can pin these to all sorts of things. You can pin them to curtains. A tie back. You can pin them on a tie back. You can put them on any kind of fabric. You can even use them on a bulletin board, right? So pins can be really quite versatile. You can use them in many different ways. And the last thing I'll show you before we wrap this up is I recently went on a trip to Paris. And one of the things that I did when I went to Paris is I went to the Paris flea market. Oh my God. If you like thrifting and you like flea markets, that is by far the flea market to go to. There must be thousands of stalls. Like it's just on and on and on and on and on. And some stalls are beautifully arranged, everything, beautifully displayed. The pricing can be quite high, so you do have to be willing to negotiate. And they are, it's definitely geared towards the tourist market in Paris. But you can take, a bus or a subway to a stop right near there. It's the Saint-Ouen, I believe it's called, a stop that you need to get off at. And so anyway, I went to this stall, and I'm going to be sharing a few things on the next few sales. I think I've got the next sale, the sale that I've got scheduled for December, because I'm planning to do a live sale the first Tuesday of every month. And so on the December live sale, I'm going to be also selling some vintage glass buttons that I bought, and I have a fun story to tell about my adventure to buy these buttons. But today what I wanted to show you, and which will be part of the October 6th sale, is 3 crystal chandelier crystals that I picked up from a stall in the Paris flea market that specializes in chandelier crystals. And he had library drawers and drawers of crystals. So you opened the drawer and looked in, and oh my gosh, it was just amazing. So here are the 3 that I picked out. Again, the prices were ridiculous, but it was really fun. really, really fun. Worth it. So this first one, you can see it's like a diamond shape. And it's just so well cut. So it's very, very, very top quality. Really glistens. And so it's got 4 holes in it. So really great for an upcycling sort of craft project. Really neat. Look at how much that sparkles. So that's one. And then this is a tulip kind of shaped one. It's got some wear to it. These may have slight little flea bites. I mean, these are really, really old, right? These are definitely antique crystals. And these are quite good size too, right? So I'll put them up to close to my head so you can sort of see. But that's like a good, this diamond is a good inch across. And this is probably, let's see, about 2 inches at least, But then, and here's the best one of all. I just died when I found this one. Look at this. Isn't that spectacular? Beautiful. So this has that kind of opalescent that you see, opalescence or mirror like you see with carnival glass. And it's this lovely sort of teardrop shape. Incredible cutting on this one again. Look at how beautiful this is. Isn't that stunning? This would make a fantastic hanger for, your window, because there's a one hole at the top, so you could string it and hang it in the window, and it would just be amazing because it would be almost like a prism, right? Showing off the rainbow. Yeah, so this is really fun, and it's huge. So I'll be selling these as a set. I believe I'm selling them as a set, not individually, at the live sale. But yeah, so I've got some goodies from that trip that I will be selling over my various live sales. But I do hope that you come and join me on October 6th. There's, you can set a notification to come to the live sale. It's in my channel. So I hope you'll subscribe and you'll share and you'll comment and do all those good things to help me launch this channel. And I really appreciate you coming today to my very, very first live. And, I'll only get better from here, right? So I hope you enjoyed your cup of tea with me this morning. And I look forward to seeing you again real soon. Bye now. Have a good day.